This is the 357. Hello, my name is William Spear, and you're listening to the 357. This episode features three poets born 200 years ago and whose work still inspires. Sit back and enjoy a December force of poets. The first poem is Emily Jane Brontë's To A Wreath of Snow. Brontë was born in Yorkshire, England in 1818 and wrote nearly 200 poems and the novel Wuthering Heights. Written in 1837 and published after her death, this is Brontë's To a Wreath of Snow. O transient voyager of heaven, O silent sign of winter skies, what adverse wind thy sail hath driven to dungeons where a prisoner lies? Methinks the hands that shut the sun so sternly from this morning's brow might still their rebel task have done, and checked a thing so frail as thou. They would have done it had they known the talisman that dwelt in thee, for all the suns that ever shone have never been so kind to me. For many a week and many a day my heart was weighed with sinking gloom, when morning rose in morning gray, and faintly lit my prison room. But angel-like when I awoke, the silvery form so soft and fair, shining through darkness, sweetly spoke of cloudy skies and mountains bare. The dearest to a mountaineer, who all life long has loved the snow that crowned her native summits drear, better than greenest plains below, and voiceless, soulless messenger, thy presence walked a thrilling tone that comforts me while thou art here, and will sustain when thou art gone. The second poem is Frances Ellen Watkins Harper's Out in the Cold. Harper was born in Baltimore, Maryland, USA, in September of 1825. Her work included poetry, short stories, and novels, reflecting upon women who have been wrecked and ruined, wronged and betrayed. This is Harper's Out in the Cold. Out in the cold, mid the dreary night, under the eaves of homes so bright, snowflakes falling o'er mother's grave, will no one rescue, no one save? A child left out in the dark and cold, a lamb not sheltered in any fold, hearing the wolves of hunger bark, out in the cold and out in the dark, missing tonight the charming bliss that lies in the mother's good-night kiss, and hearing no loving father's prayer for blessings his children all may share, creeping away to some wretched den to sleep mid the curses of drunken men and women, not as God has made, wrecked and ruined, wronged and betrayed. Church of the Lord, reach out thy arm and shield the hapless one from harm. Where the waves of sin are dashing wild, rescue and save the drifting child. Wash from her life guilt's turbid foam. In the fair haven of a home, tenderly lead the motherless girl up to the gates of purest pearl. The wandering feet which else had strayed from thorny paths may yet be stayed, and a crimson track through the cold dark night may exchange to a line of loving light. The third poem is Mary Bridges Caned Slade's What December Says. Slade was born in Fall River, Massachusetts, USA, in 1826, and was a teacher and musical composer, imploring readers to open our hearts. This is Slade's What December Says. Open your hearts ere I am gone, and hear my old, old story, for I am the month that first looked down on the beautiful babe of glory. You never must call me lone and drear, because no birds are singing. Open your hearts, and you shall hear the song of the angels ringing. Open your hearts, and hear the feet of the star-led wise men olden. Bring out your treasures of incense sweet, lay down your offerings golden. You say you look, but you see no sight of the wonderful babe I'm telling. You say they've carried him off by night from Bethlehem's lowly dwelling. Open your hearts and seek the door where the always poor are staying, for this is the story forevermore the Master's voice is saying, inasmuch as ye do unto them, the poor, the weak, and the stranger, ye do it to Jesus of Bethlehem, dear babe of the starlit manger. You've just listened to a December Force of Poets. Music was through the courtesy of DS Technician, Amaranta Music, Alexander Nakarada, and Birds Flying in the Dark. The 357 is written and produced by William Spear. Thank you for listening.